Hi guys, my name is Ikra and I thought I'd record like a series of videos to sort of talk about my experiences throughout the different clinical year rotations. So currently I'm on OB-GYN and OB-GYN is actually not that bad. I'm on night shift, so basically from day one till now, our shifts have been going from like 6 p.m. to 8 in the morning, so it's 14 hours. Um, it really messes with your sleep. Like it's around 5 p.m. right now and I woke up not too long ago. But the worst part was the Monday that it started. We were literally awake from 7 in the morning and went to bed at 7 a.m. the next day because we had orientation. So that one was just really like you gotta push through. But after that, the rest of the days, I feel like, you just sort of get used to it. Like now I'm used to it. It's not so bad. So yesterday I actually saw my first vaginal delivery. Night float at downside is like not that bad. Most of the surgeries are like scheduled in the morning hours. Like the C-sections of vaginal deliveries are like usually scheduled in the morning hours. So it's not that bad. But I was really excited to finally see a vaginal delivery. And we had two of them at the same time, same day, which was really cool because my other, fellow medical student got to watch it at the same time that I was watching one. But I just wanted to talk a little bit about my experience with the vaginal delivery. It was, it was, it was like, I don't know, I'm kind of at a loss of words. Um, I mean, it's unlike anything I've ever seen or imagined. It's just it's kind of surreal. Like, everyone was there, but it just felt like I was kind of just watching the baby and not like wasn't really paying attention to all what the nurses and everybody else was doing because you're just so mesmerized by like what's going on. It's just like, what the heck, like I don't know. It's really hard for me to put into words like what exactly I experienced. So basically, the vaginal delivery that I attended, it was her first delivery, and it went really smooth, and it was just really quick and effortless and very fluid, and it was just so natural and so beautiful. I was just mesmerized. Like I was frozen in place, like wow. Um, and for those of you who get a little angsty about things getting graphic, you might not want to watch the rest of the video because I'm going to go into detail. But yeah, if you like that stuff, feel free to watch. So basically, one of the attendings was just like, push, push. Like she was like motivating the mother, and then the nurses were sort of there, monitoring everything, and then the resident was like helping guide the baby. So you could kind of see like the head of the baby, and it had hair like through the hole of the vagina, and you could see it like it was like dilated this much, and you could see the head of the baby, and he had like hair on it, and it was just wow. Like this is a human being with another whole human being inside them, and this other whole human being is now going to come out into the world. Like you could see the progression. And the mother was super excited, and it was just an all-around like surreal experience. And slowly the head started coming out, and then after the head came out, the rest of the body just like flew out, and I was just like, whoa, and then you hear the baby crying, and like it's just, I don't know, I felt like a special connection to that baby and that mother because it was like my first time being there. And also this particular mother, for whatever reason, didn't have any friends, family, any support system whatsoever. So she was really happy that we were all there, and like, the fact that it was my first one, like she felt like, we had gotten to experience that together. And then you see the baby and you're just like, oh my God, like this is another human being right here. Like we just helped deliver this human being, And before I knew it, I was just in tears and like my nose was running and I was just a complete mess. And we're in like sterile conditions, so you kind of have to, oh, I'm wearing my scrubs right now because we have our shift soon. But like you kind of just have to stand like this. You can't touch your face. You can't do anything because then you kill the sterile field, you know. And I'm literally there with like, tears, please stop, tears. You gotta stop. Like, oh my god, I'm like tearing, my nose running. It's like running. It was just. I was so embarrassed, but the mother was so happy. She was like, she was really happy that someone else was like emotionally reacting to what she was going through. She said that, you know, she didn't have anyone there with her, so she was really happy. So that just goes to show, like, if you are an emotional person, it's fine to show your emotions, you know. A lot of times patients will appreciate that. Like, they're surrounded by doctors who have been doing this for maybe many, many years, who don't really react to things as much anymore. And maybe a medical student reacting to their situation might actually help them cope with it. So that was really nice. I thought I'd get her some balloons because she really doesn't have anyone, you know. And it's like, it's things like that, like whatever makes you you don't have to give up on that in third year, you know, which is something that I'm still learning. Like, you're gonna come into contact with a lot of different personalities and it's a lot of like maneuvering around them, but it doesn't mean you have to change who you are, as long as it's not interfering with patient care. Like, it's fine, you know. But yeah, it was just so beautiful. And then literally the resident had to come over and like blow my nose for me. She got like a wad of napkins and was like, all right, blow. And I blew my nose, and then she like wiped my tears, and I just wanted to like sink into the ground because I was like, what is this? But they did say that some people faint. So if you know that you're gonna have a delivery, it's a very different thing to see. I feel like it's much different than like surgery, where you're like cutting into like this one place, you know, and you know, kind of like you're going through the layers. With the delivery, everything just happens like, and then before you know it, the baby is out and crying and like on the mother. So it's very fast. And I would say, like, make sure to eat something beforehand, like a granola bar or something, because you might feel lightheaded. If you're gonna cry, make sure you blow your nose before you go in. I didn't know that, and I had like all this stuff on my face. And like, introduce yourself to the patient beforehand, like the mother beforehand, because you don't want to just introduce yourself like as you're like scrubbing in to watch her deliver. Like, you want to have some sort of connection with her beforehand. And yeah, it was just amazing. Also, as med students, we get to sort of deliver the placenta, so that was really cool. Of course, I was like in tears at this point, but it was still like really cool to like help deliver the placenta, because then you sort of get to do stuff. Like, you get to be a part of the team and help out and stuff. And afterwards, you got to hold the baby for a bit, which was like really nice as well. So yeah, it's been a really good experience. My night shift ends today. Today's the last day, so I will start sleeping like a regular human being again. Yay! But it hasn't been bad at all. The residents are really nice, they're really helpful, and yeah, it's really great. Yeah, I hope everyone has a great time. All right, I'm gonna be late to my shift now, so I'm gonna go.